Split the fucker in two. It's done. We are never, ever, ever going to see a political day in this country from now on that we will be able to get anything done regardless of who's in power, if it's the Republican or the Democrat Party. And to be honest with you, to be a fair journalist, I'm going to be honest and admit it did begin with the Tea Party's roadblocking Obama, a lot of things he was trying to do. Not as effective as the Dems have been since the midterms now against Trump, because Obamacare and a lot of things got passed during those 8 years. But it started there, and it's been like on warp speed since the House was the Democrats brought back the House power. So no matter what happens in November, if Trump wins, and even if they retain the Senate and win the House back, there's always going to be partisanship going on. There's this never Trumper stuff going on within the Republican Party itself. So it's basically a shit show. Do you really think there's ever going to be a day where Americans, left and right, are ever going to see eye to eye again? I personally don't. I've been around since, I'm 53. I've been around for a few different presidents, okay, that I could remember even as a kid, with Nixon and all of that stuff. And you thought things were bad then. It was a joke compared to what's going on now. It's disgusting what's going on now, and it works both fucking ways. I'm not just pissing on the Dems. I'm pissing on both fucking sides of the aisle here. I have a solution. It's hypothetical. It'll never happen, but think about it. Split the country in two: the Republican states of America and the Democrat states of America. Everybody will have dual citizenship, okay? There will be borders, but they're not going to be walled up borders. We still need the southern border wall, and that would have to be worked out, those details, between the red and blue states that do border down there on the Mexican border. That will have to be, obviously, there's a little middle ground's going to have to be given by both sides over there. We cannot exist in a two-party state at the way it's going now. The Democrats and the Republicans are so far apart on every issue, no matter what it is politically, society, no matter what it is, any issues, criminal justice system, policing, immigration, international, things, embargoes and things like that, trade agreements, the Iran, all of this stuff, everything is, it's like two completely different worlds between the left and the right. So you have two one-party states, same type of term limits. I think they should put a term limit on Congress and the Senate also, but it would be a Republican president versus it would just be a primary, and the winner would be the guy who won. So let's just say if we split the place in two tomorrow, Biden would be the president of the DSA, Donald Trump the RSA. Red states versus blue states, that would have to be configured somehow, and obviously there will be many people like myself who live in a blue state, but that are conservative. I will have no problem relocating. Trust me on that. Now, of course, I know not everybody is going to say the same thing, but this is a fucking dream here. So let me have a little fucking fun, will you? So the red states outnumber the blue states. So I have an idea. Make Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico states in the DSA. Like I said, dual citizenship. You can go back and forth. But if the DSA pulls back the Second Amendment, you can't fucking, have a gun on you in those states. You have to apply for one in our country, the RSA. Unless you have a record or something like that, you'll probably get one. A gun permit is what I'm saying. So there are so many things. Each respective country will have their own Congress, their own Senate, their own council, all of that stuff, their own Supreme Court, so you can do anything you want in your Supreme Court. Democrat states of America. Republican states of America, we're going to do things our way in our Supreme Court. There are obviously so many, things that would have to be figured out. But do you really think that that's going to be harder than getting everyone to see eye to eye again? I think it will never, ever happen. And it started, like I said, Obama was very partisan for many, many different reasons. Okay, he changed a lot, fundamentally transformed the U.S. The man outdid even himself. He fundamentally transformed the world. Compare the world now to 2007, and it looks like two different places, especially this fucking country. What's going on now with all of this fucking riots and shit? And they're all happening in blue fucking states. So this is the problem here. Let's split the fucker in two. It's like the Munsters. Grandpa and fucking Herman had the fight. They painted the white line right down the fucking middle of the house. It was his side and that was his side. And Lily was stuck in the middle. Hey, MuscleSportMag.com/store. You can get all your stuff there. You can get your shirts, your magazines, your stickers, the whole 9 fucking yards. We'll see you next time.